Hey, we're live. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. We had to kind of turn our stuff around. The wind is blowing a little crazy. So we will move our stuff. How's everybody doing this Friday? Where's Susan? She's hiding underneath a chair. Look at that. Aww. She's a little bit warm. It is warm, but it's not too bad. It rained, so the patio's kind of messy again. That's how it goes. How's everybody's Friday? How's your Friday, John? It's fine. Hi, Bud Files. How are you? Hi, Striker. Oh, this is a good teepee you built. Hi, Dad. Happy Friday. How's everybody's week going so far? It's finally Friday. Yeah, you've had a busy week, but your weeks are always busy, John. I sold a lot of jewelry this week and a lot of like summer kind of clothes. Ooh, it's nice. Been enjoying the summer for sure. Is anybody doing anything exciting? You know, I'm super disappointed though that you did not buy me Willie Nelson tickets. Willie Nelson is in town in Michigan today. How exciting. I want to see him so bad. Oh my goodness. Has anybody seen Willie Nelson in concert? That would be like the ultimate cool. Ooh, it's nice and relaxing today. He's 92. Oh, come on. I'm sure he made it today. Oh my goodness. I would love to see Willie in concert. It's been my dream. Just wait till you get that old, Jonathan. Susan's like, I'm just gonna stay here under this chair over here where it's cool. She's so cute.
She's got a puddle of drool on it.
She does. She doesn't like the hot. I mean, it's not that hot out here. She likes the brick.
She likes the companionship.
She does.
Does not like the heat.
No, that's true. She wanted to come down here. But the brick is kind of cool and it's wet.
Yeah, there's a breeze.
Because it just rained. So, I mean, it can't be that bad.
There is a breeze, so that's nice too.
Right? Oh my goodness. Hopefully it's going to be a good night. Have you seen anything on Netflix recently? Hit or not?
No, not really.
I started watching The Gilded Age.
That's on Max.
That's on Cinemax. Is it considered Max or Cinemax
it's
now?
Max, but it's actually on HBO, which is part of Max.
What?
So, I mean, it's...
What? No, I'm super confused.
Yeah.
So we're paying for what's called Max, but it's HBO?
Yeah, HBO's in Max.
I don't get it.
So there's a bunch of other channels.
Okay. So I like that because it's got some different shows. I'm thinking about canceling Sling because
Of the duplication.
yeah, like I don't really watch that much TV, but I do like to watch like some movies and some shows sometimes. I think your fire needs something in the middle.
Is it dead already?
It's like middleless.
It's because the stuff is wet. All the rain.
Yeah, I don't think we had that much rain though.
Yeah, it was raining pretty good.
Was it?
Get some littler ones.
There we go. I wonder what kind of bird that is. Maybe it's a squirrel. You hear that noise?
I hear something.
Something cute.
Just need more little sticks.
Yeah. That looks good. We're just gonna hang out and have a nice bonfire tonight. Hi Talia, how are you? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thanks for the like. I appreciate that. How's your Friday going? Oh, did you get some smoke? Support from Team Bingo Warriors. Oh, thank you so much. That's awesome. I'm so glad that you stopped in. What time is it by you? It is 7 p.m. over here in Michigan. Time to burn some Amazon boxes in the bonfire. I definitely appreciate all the support. That's so nice.
The paper
There we
don't
go.
work. Gasoline always does. Right?
Oh no, I don't think we need that. We got plenty of boxes. It is kind of humid here in Michigan too. That's probably part of the reason. What are you doing, Susan? Are you eating grass? What are you doing over there? Hi, Obsessed with Horror. Thanks for coming in. How's your night going? We're gonna have a nice bonfire tonight. I love a good bonfire on a Friday. It's not too hot here in Michigan, so we can still get away with it.
The breeze.
Yeah, a little bit of a breeze, right? Deb's saying hi to Obsessed. You got a headache from working. Oh man, I'm so sorry. That's not fun on a Friday night.
See if that takes care of it.
I think that looks great. I just looked at my garden and my garden's doing, I wish I could show everybody, but then my connection would totally go out. Where's the s'mores, right? I need some s'mores. I don't have any marshmallows. Somebody needs to bring me some marshmallows. And chocolate would help too. I think I might have some Nutella in the house. John, ugh. My kids love Nutella. But the garden is doing really good. The tomatoes, I would say in a couple more days I can pick some tomatoes.
Are they green?
They're green right now, but there's a lot of
ones or little
tomatoes. So
cherry
far, they're
tomatoes?
little cherry tomatoes.
Is it tomato or tomato?
Tomato to me. S'mores sound good though. So since I did the bunny rabbit extra fencing around the beans,
Yeah.
and then I put stakes around my fence, garden stakes,
So
which
they can't crawl underneath it.
really works really good. Whoever invented that is awesome. And now no bunny rabbits in there.
So they dig a hole underneath
And
the
I've got
fence.
an owl hanging there too, so they might be a little scared. And the owl, I turned the owl to look outside.
Okay.
So that seems to work. No more bunny rabbits.
Maybe get a little tape recorder out there and the owl sound.
Yeah, that would be good, right?
Yeah,
If you could do that every time something comes into the garden, that'd be perfect. I wish it could stay like this all summer where it's warm, but it's not too warm.
Well, tomorrow's going to be over.
There's a little bit of a breeze.
Tomorrow's going to be probably close to 100.
Yes, and I've already texted the kids and I'm like, do not open the windows. I have the air on. Do not open windows. I'm about to nail the window shut.
I don't quite get that.
Right? I'm like, don't you want the air conditioning where it takes all the humidity out? Like, it wasn't hot last night, but the humidity and that sticky feeling. Mm-mm. It sure is a beautiful day.
Oh, it's fired up on the going.
Right? I might have to go to the dock and sit on the deck for a while.
Well, it was raining this morning, so maybe that's why.
The birds sound pretty. Where did my Miss Susan go?
She's right there.
Do you see the dog?
Yeah, she's like,
Oh, she made a little hole.
it's like hot.
Ooh. I might have to poke this. Where's that poker of mine?
I don't know.
Just see here. We'll poke it a little bit.
About to get the gasoline out.
We don't need gasoline.
It's going over here.
We just need to poke it a little bit.
Give it a little bit of time, I'll be like raising it. once
Right?
again.
Yeah. It'll get there. There's our Jimmy John's bag.
Hi, Izzy.
Did we accidentally burn our poker stick? Hi, Izzy. How's your night going, Izzy? Did we accidentally burn the poker stick?
I don't think so.
I think we might have.
Maybe you did. It's going. It's just.
It's slowly going. How's your night going, Izzy? I seen you were reading some stuff when we were at a restaurant earlier, having some dinner. We like to have an early dinner on Fridays because then there's no crowds, right? And you get out a little bit early.
I don't care for the. I don't want to wait for my dinner. So.
Getting ready to hang with the grand. And you wanted to say hi, thank you. You gonna hang with the grandkids? That sounds nice. I appreciate you stopping in, Izzy. This is a real exciting, oh, your granddaughter, aw. That's so fun.
This one got wet.
Yeah, this is a real exciting fire going. Oh, and she's 20 now. Aw. That's nice that you hang out with her. I wish my kids had a grandma to hang out with. That's so nice. When they were little, they used to love their Grandma Dee because she would always feed them ice cream. They'd always get an ice cream sandwich. Those kids just loved it. It was so cute. That's a good memory. You told her to find a date. And she said, I did you. Oh, that's so sweet. She's a keeper, Izzy. That's really sweet. You do so good at making these fires, honey.
I don't want to blow on it, so I'll use
Yeah. Right? It's like the olden days. Used to have those fans that you blew the fires. Oh, you didn't know I had 2 channels. I do. Thank you, Allison, for coming by. One is more like fun with reselling and finding stuff and like gardening, being self-sufficient, working for yourself kind of thing. And the other one's more like a travel, history.
It'd take long.
And we like to have fun with lives. Ooh, I need to back up my train. Woohoo!
Well, hopefully I'll stay lit.
Oh. Let's back it up. Let's keep on going back. Oh, it is hot.
Well, as long as it gets
I think I'm getting a suntan.
a burn.
Hi, Carnivore Joyce. How are you? And how's your night going, Allison? I'm gonna take my hat off. Man, am I getting hot?
Yeah, it's getting close.
I'm gonna hold my arms out and my legs and see if I actually get a tan. I think this is a little bit big.
Well, it wasn't going a second
That
ago.
little tiny tree behind that white thing I need to tip over because that's pretty much dead. Susan, the dog, she's looking at us like, yeah, I'm not getting anywhere near that. Yeah, he did a good job, right? Without gasoline even. Good job, honey. Oh, it feels nice and toasty on my legs. It's like a sauna.
Keep the bugs away, right?
Yeah. Oh, Allison says it's cold and rainy there. The fire looks and sounds absolutely delightful on a day like today. Nice. We've kind of had a lot of rain too. It's pretty wet down here. I'm gonna back it up. Back it up, back it up. It's gonna get hot. Just for a couple minutes. Whoa. That's crazy. All you did is just give it a little bit of air.
Yeah. That's all it needed. Once you have some coals, and you can keep it going forever.
Right. Even that one fire even lasted through a tornado. The next day it was still going. It was still smoldering, and we're like, what in the world? And I've never seen such a bad downpour in my life as when that tornado came through here. I could not believe it was still going. And everything here tipped over. Everything was on the ground. Fire's still going. Has anybody seen anything good on Netflix lately? I think tonight we'll chillax and watch a movie. If John falls asleep, I'm gonna watch The Gilded Age. Wow, that's really warm.
I'm probably glad you wear your shorts.
I was just gonna say, I'm glad I didn't listen to you. I kept my shorts on. 'Cause it is toasty. I'm glad I built this fire pit back here. We've actually been using it way more than I thought
we
we.
used to have it further closer to the lake.
Well, I think we lit maybe one fire
Yeah,
there.
we had a couple.
Did we? See, I don't even remember using that.
Because that was the only spot that had sunlight.
I actually do not even remember that.
I do. I put it there.
I'm like, oh, you found more stones. Where did that come from?
Where'd Susie go?
She's underneath your chair where she's protected.
Unless the chair collapses.
Yeah, right. Well, these are new, so hopefully we're good.
Today's the longest day of the year.
I heard that.
It's the first day of summer.
First day of summer.
Or is it the last day of spring?
And it's
I
also
think it's
Friday.
the first day of summer.
Nice. So that means it's gonna stay.
Or it's the last day of spring and tomorrow's the first day. So I don't know.
I don't know. It's close.
It's the switch
Let's just
off.
say it's a long day today.
It's the switch off. Yeah, it's the longest day. So.
Nice. That is already a really hot fire.
Yeah, so this is in the northern hemisphere, it's the summer solstice. In the southern hemisphere, it's the December solstice.
Okay.
Or it's the winter solstice.
Oh, Allison says we get over 15 hours of daylight today. Oh, wow. 15 hours. That's a long time, Allison. That's kind of nice, right?
Of course,
Hi, Kendra.
We're on the western part of the eastern time zone, so, you know, like, I think our sunset today
Oh,
is...
thank you, Kendra. I appreciate you stopping in. Have fun with your movie. What are you watching tonight? We need to find a good movie for tonight. We've got Max and we've got Netflix and we have Sling, and that has kind of TV shows. Keeping it running. Thank you. I appreciate that, Kendra.
Yes, sunset today is 9:24 here.
9:24. Oh, that's kind of nice though, really.
That's why on 4th of July you have to wait till like 10:30
Yes, you're right.
Because it's so bright all the time.
I remember last year it was almost, 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
A comedy or action? But there'll be an action because those are great. Yeah, and men usually like action movies, right, Kendra? I would say. Thank you, Kendra. I
It'll
appreciate
keep me
that.
awake. Action
That's
keeps me
true.
awake, where some of the stuff you watch, I might as well go to bed.
The Gilded Age, you were sleeping before it started, really. But it's such a good show. I watched the first episode, but honestly, I was tired too, and I let all the animals out and went to bed. Meaning one corgi. And Tommy, he likes to watch. He's so cute. Yeah, so I went to bed too. I watched one show. I don't know how long it was, but that was a really good show.
Well,
It's kind of like Downton
well,
Abbey.
it's the same guy that wrote Downton Abbey wrote this show. So I think
Okay.
he just moved it to the U.S. versus England.
Hi, Richard. Richard says hello, Jody. Nice to hear you. Good to see you in the chat, Richard. We are hanging out, having a nice Friday night bonfire. Just chit-chatting away. I always love our Friday bonfires. I'm so glad it's summer again. Although the dead of summer, I don't come down here very much because it gets hot
Buggy.
and really, really mosquito-y. Our lake is kind of like well, it's a no-wake lake, so it's really still. And I think it just produces a lot of mosquitoes.
There's swamp around it too.
Yep,
So.
swampy. It looks inviting. Thank you, Richard. How's your night going? And we had a nice dinner together before this. That was good. Mexican is always good, though. I don't think we can ever go wrong there. A good local restaurant.
Give you free chips and salsa, which
Right.
salsa is real good. Or some of those places they charge you for it.
It's raining, Richard. Okay. I thought it was going to rain here, but I'm like, it looks like sunny skies. They said rain at 6 o'clock, but sunny skies. Thankful for sunny skies for sure. We had a lot of rain yesterday and the day before. I could totally fall asleep to the sound of the fire and the birds. It's just soothing. And the air conditioner running in the background like crazy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing. I'm like, what is that up there?
Well, I only had to use it a couple times this year so far, but it's going to get used quite a bit in the next couple days.
I just turned it on a couple days ago, and then the rain came through and it cooled everything off really nice yesterday. It was nice and pleasant, about 75.
And we got a heat wave till Tuesday, so.
And it's going to be a bad one. I'm just crossing my fingers that 24-year-old air conditioner just keeps on running.
I replaced the capacitor on it.
Yes, yeah. Otherwise, I have a trailer, and that's where I'll be living. And I have a generator. So, I've got options. Hopefully everyone else is staying nice and cool. I know it's hard if you don't have air. I recently moved my mom into a condo and she didn't have air before that. So my thing was always, you're welcome to come. You don't have to let me know. Just walk in the door. You know, if you get too hot, just come over. I always have a couch or 5. You're in Northwest Florida, 30 miles north of the Gulf.
You were just there.
Yes, we were just there, Richard. Yes.
Back in end of April.
Yep, and into May. It was beautiful.
Pensacola.
Pensacola, Florida. It was wonderful. We weren't supposed to swim one of the days, but we did anyway, Richard. Don't tell. It was beautiful. I could just spend every day of my life there. It's so nice.
The sand on those beaches was like sugar.
Yeah, isn't it pretty there? Hi, Pete. How are you today? Happy Friday, Pete. And Pete's been to Italy before. I'm kind of jealous. I would like to go there someday. Okay, am I supposed to pronounce that, Richard? Fuke Springs. How do you pronounce that, John? Defuniak Springs. Ooh, that'd be a nice place. There's just so many beautiful places down there in Florida, Richard. My daughter lives down there, and I could totally live down there and be happy. Gets really hot in the summer, though. And my daughter is so fair-skinned. I was kind of laughing at her because I'm like, why are you wearing long sleeves? And she goes, I can't handle the sun. And I'm like, you just spend your whole time indoors?
Yeah, she must.
She has to.
She's been there for 2 years and she looks like
a ghost.
Yeah.
I'm like, just spend 5 minutes a day outside doing something, and then you'll get a little bit better.
Yeah.
A little bit more used to it.
Add a minute to it every day before you know it.
Yeah. Right? She seems really happy down there. I think she really likes living in Florida because there's no nasty winters like here in Michigan.
They're not bad here.
Oh, I don't like the winters.
Nothing like a four-wheel
My
drive.
husband loves the
nothing
winter.
Like four-wheel drive going through a 3-foot snowdrift.
Yeah, it is kind of fun. Okay, the only time you drive kind of crazy. So the only time I got scared was, were we trying to pick up one of our kids from work or something? I don't know why we were out and about, but it was a really bad snowstorm, and all of a sudden we came across this road that was shut down.
Oh yeah, the fire department.
And the whole fire department's in the middle of the road, blocking the road. We went off the road. Little bit of airborne action, and the looks on everybody's faces.
I was about to T-bone the fire engine.
I would have never forgiven you for that, especially when it's local people.
And they're looking at us. Like,
oh, I know, right? Oh, I'm so thankful for your tactical driving, John. Hi, Lee. How are you tonight, Lee? How's the train set going? Thank you, Richard. I appreciate that. It's so nice to see you, Richard. And Lee, he's got an awesome train set on his channel. The Big Heat, yes. Starts Sunday through Thursday.
Actually, it starts here tomorrow.
Yes. Kansas, it's going to be so hot here. We have a heat advisory right now, but I mean, it's okay. It's pleasant.
I think I'd go buy a window unit if I have AC.
Yes. Well, we bought one for my mom one year because she had no AC, and I felt so bad for her. And I'm like, Mom, you're getting older. You need AC before we moved her.
One room or something.
Yep. So we put it in her living room. But yeah, we ended up moving her because it's too hot. Sunday through Thursday, so Kansas is going to be very warm. But you still don't have the new AC. Oh, do you have a basement at least? Our AC went out a couple years ago, and it was like the hottest day. I lived in the basement.
The capacitor went out, and I got on, that's when I joined Amazon Prime.
Oh, is that when you joined?
Yeah.
Oh, you're so smart. From Ottawa, Canada, eh? We know you're from Canada when you say that. We know you're Canadian when we hear that. It's so funny. Or if we're in Michigan and we travel like up north a couple hours, there's a lot of people that say that up there too. Yeah. That's cute. Now I'm trying to think, where's Ottawa, Canada? What state is it above from the U.S.?
It's right above, it'd be Ohio.
Okay.
Lake Erie.
So it's not that far away from us.
No, it's not far away.
You're not too far.
It's probably about, what, 5 hours?
Okay. Yeah. How long does it take us to get to Mackinac if we go that?
That's about 4 hours.
It's about, yeah, about the same. Okay. You've been editing a vlog. Need to make a thumbnail for the vlog. But it's getting late. I love it, that feeling when you get done editing, Lee, but then it's like, oh no, I gotta put a thumbnail up. Sometimes I just let YouTube pick the AI. And it's kind of funny because AI actually makes that picture better than what the video is. It'll like adjust it a little bit. So sometimes I'll pick the AI version and then I'll go back. Because I always do it late at night too. I like to stay up late and edit stuff. It's my way to relax.
Yeah, I don't know about the AI version.
I love AI.
I mean,
Okay,
you
here's
can
what I
basically-
don't
you
like about
basically
AI.
can take AI,
Yeah.
and go through college and graduate and know nothing because you used AI through the whole process.
You probably could.
Yeah.
But unless you have one of those teachers like I had,
Well, everything's online now.
and they
so
made you recite things and answer questions personally in a little special room.
a special room, right?
Yes. Yep.
Mm.
And we had to answer the questions. I always hated it because I felt so on the spot, but you know, I studied pretty good, or I would memorize everything, and that's how I just remembered everything. It was like a memory. You're not a fan of AI on YouTube. You know what scares me, Lee, is these videos coming out on AI. They're getting really good, and I noticed the commercials on TV also. You can't always tell if it's a real person or if it's AI. You can if you really look
Well,
at it and pay
think of it.
attention. Yeah,
You could have an AI person do a commercial and not have to pay them anything.
right.
Or if you have an actual actor, you have to pay them.
And I did put my toe in a little bit and used it, and I don't remember one of my video clips. I think it was Andy turned 1,000 or something, backyard trucker. I think I said congratulations, and I used AI. That was my first time. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna try this out a little bit.
Yeah.
But it is a little bit scary. I have noticed there's some commercials where they'll take like Oprah or like these celebrities and use them in commercials, and they're saying stuff that you know they wouldn't be promoting. I've seen some of that going on, and I think that's a little bit scary. Because if it goes to a celebrity, then they could really use anybody saying anything. And do you know if it's an AI person or not? That's what kind of freaks me out. But I love the AI for like, if you want to do a quick thumbnail or, yeah, pretty much thumbnails is what I use it for. Or sometimes if I want to tweak a picture, I'll tell it what I want. And Adobe works really good for that.
Let's see.
What do you got going on? Just don't hit me with sparks. You need a stick. I think we might have accidentally burned our favorite stick.
Probably went over here.
I don't think I'm going to be going on any bike rides this weekend because it is going to be so hot.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a no-go. We do have to replace some dirt that has kind of sunk by the front of the house, and a tornado ripped a lot of the trees and the bushes down, so I have to replace those, and hopefully I'll get that done this weekend, but it might be too hot. We'll see how it goes. Let's see how ambitious I am. Maybe if I start really early.
bit more.
I wonder if we can buy like a designated fire stick that we would
It wouldn't
know
last.
that it's an actual fire
We had
stick.
that one that we picked up in Kentucky that lasted.
Have a good night's sleep, Lee. I appreciate you stopping in. Thank you so much. I hope your video goes good. I'll be watching for it. Looks pretty good. I love it when the logs get really hot and the bark just kind of melts away. That usually is pretty good fire starter. Those logs that we cut down are huge from that tree.
Yeah, I gotta do some more cutting of logs.
Hi, Prospector Jason. How's your night going? Happy Friday. So what are you up to tonight? Anything exciting? I noticed there in the background there's another tree that snapped. See that?
Oh, yeah.
That's a new one.
That was just
That wasn't there a couple days ago. I'll have to chop that one down
Is that one
too.
dead already? It looks like it was. Yeah, there's no leaves on it.
I mean, that's one good thing about having a tornado. It just kind of does the work for you, and then you just have to do the rest.
Yeah,
Right?
I got my new chainsaw, so
Oh, that's right, you do. You can play with that this weekend?
it might be too hot for that. But
Jason says not much, just digging the footing for your new shop to be. Oh, that sounds fun. Your new shop.
How far does your footing have to go down?
I don't know if you heard that, but John's asking how far do you have to go down for your footing? That sounds like a cool project.
Here we have to go down quite far. That's why we have basements, because the frost line is so
Yes,
far down.
in
so
Michigan,
they
yeah.
go a little further and you have a full basement. But like in Indiana and stuff, it's not that.
No, my dad in Indiana does not have a
His house is right on a
basement.
slab.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it might be easier in different states
Yeah, I mean it is.
to add
So you
something
don't
on.
have a basement, so I mean,
What if it's just a shop? You don't need a
yeah,
basement.
You don't.
I have to say, a basement is nice because, I mean, that's where I work, is in the basement. But also, it's cool. Like, if you lose your air conditioning and you have a basement, or if you have a tornado, it's a safe spot. Okay, Jason says 3 foot down,
Yep.
and it's 18 by 12. My husband is a contractor, so he's real interested in what you're doing over there. You got your builder's license. You should build me a new house.
I'm too busy building.
I know. It's like, oh. Comes home from work and he's exhausted. Although I kind of have everything kind of like how I want it, you know, like the house, the rooms are decorated how I like it, most of them. There's still a couple to go yet, but
Well,
you know,
the
it
interest
works.
rates are so much now too, so
Yeah.
it probably costs you a lot more to build one. Or it's still cheaper to build your own house than it is to.
Jason says I'm digging with a shovel, so 3 foot is the best of a basement I get. LOL.
Hopefully the soil is sandy. And
Yes.
not, you know, when we lived in Colorado, they had to use a pile driver to dig through
Yeah,
rock.
right. It depends on where you live. Hopefully it's sandy, Jason. You're gonna have a lean-to off your garage. That sounds nice.
My neighbor down the road tried to do that on his garage, but then the HOA said no.
We have a very, yeah, unfortunately, we have a very strict HOH. I mean, I don't really care what the neighbors
I don't
do as
care
long
either.
as like they're not bugging me.
Obviously, there's some people that like to get in other people's stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's from Michigan too.
Oh, are you really Michigan northeast of Grand Rapids? I am
You
in.
in Rockford?
Interesting, Jason. I didn't know that.
Where?
I'm just south of Grand Rapids,
Yeah.
Southwest Michigan, about 40 minutes from Holland, kind of straight across and down. That is neat. I had no idea. Interesting. Roger said it makes me want to pull up a chair and grab a book. Yes, that is really nice. I do that a lot camping. I always bring a book with me, and when I get tired, I just curl up in a chair and grab my book. Do I help people find family members? I have sometime, Roger, and actually, it was my sister-in-law, and I helped her find her actual family. But that it was hard. It took me probably a month because
Why
she
was
had
that? Because
she had a, I think it was like her grandma's previous name maybe,
so there's a
and
remarriage in there.
I had to track down her family and figure out who they were. And one side I couldn't figure out because I didn't really have much information. And
Did they come in from Canada or something, or what was that?
oh, let's see. They came from Poland.
Yep, Polish.
And then did they come through Canada? Maybe.
But there was some issue of trying to find.
I mean, if you have like a question, if you're stuck on something, I might be able to help you, Roger. Sometimes you need like a little bit of, information, like people's names and like where they're from.
Well, and if you go way back,
Hopefully.
the names change, the spellings
Yes,
change.
yep. Outskirts of Greenville, towards Cedar Springs. Oh, so you're by Andy then, kind of. You're kind of towards over there.
He's by on the other side of 131.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're gonna have some hot weather, Jason. You might want to put that project off for a couple days. Just sit inside, drink some lemonade. No, he's from Michigan, where we're from. I did not know that. You hope to find your sister someday. Oh, if I could help you. I don't know if you have some, you'd have to give me like some information. And it is also harder to find people that are still alive because that information is usually blacked out for me.
Or if they're, or you know, because the information once the census become available, what is it, every 50 years?
I think it's 50 years.
The last one was 1950, so all the
Okay.
information becomes public.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're older, yeah, you can find more.
Although, Roger, a good place to look to find somebody too is old directories. And that'd be a good place to search is old directory files to see if she pops up somewhere. I mean, you can pretty much find, if you just dig and put your mind to it.
And that's
And there's state resources too, per state, that are different than other things.
but there's more documentation of stuff, so
Yeah.
than there was 100 years ago.
Right. People can't hide very well, right? 35 to 40 minutes from Andy. Okay, I'm like an hour. My driving is about an hour and 15 minutes from Andy. Andy drives about an hour. Deaths in your father's side of the family taught you so much about history. Nice, Roger. I love history. I love family history.
And you always find stories that you never heard on
Oh,
your own
yes.
family because
Yes.
they wanted to keep it quiet.
Roger, I have found some strange things happening.
And And then
Did
you
not.
bring it up, and
Oh
you're
yeah,
the
yeah,
black
yeah.
sheep.
Yeah, I got kicked out of somebody's house because of what I found once. I sure did. I did somebody's ancestry for free. And obviously, like, I'm not there to dig up information, but I feel like every piece of bits and pieces of information to me are cool. Like, I don't even care what they are. I just find them to be interesting. They're like little
Well,
puzzles that you
yeah, it
put
keeps you up all
together.
night because you want to
It
know
does.
the next little.
I know I have a hard when I start that ancestry stuff, I never want to go to bed. I'm up all night long. And I just never want to sleep. And then I have to write a note. Okay, this is where I left off.
Because yeah,
Hi,
every
Dennis.
little relative has their own little path out.
Yes. Yes, right? It's not just the men. The women have paths too. And then their names will change. And sometimes, back in the day, women can't afford to live on their own. So their names, if their husbands died, they
Yeah,
would get married
they marry
sometimes, many
somebody else.
times, because they had to survive. Yes, I would love to help anybody that's stuck. Now, I am stuck myself, though, I have to admit. I am stuck on my side of the family around 1660, but I do know that it goes from Maryland to England.
I just recently saw something about
You
that.
did?
Yeah,
You did?
yeah. The Benjamin guy, they found his birth records in England.
They did?
Yeah,
Oh, you know what I'm gonna be doing
it was under
tonight?
family search.
Under family search. Okay, so the LDS church found them.
They must have.
Oh, wow.
And then it goes back in England.
Yes, and Roger, if you want to do it free, I mean, everything I use can be searched for free. So if you go to the LDS site, now it used to be called Family Search, but I think they changed the name now.
I'm not sure what it's
And you have to like register, you have to have an account basically, but it's free. If you type in like Ancestry LDS Church, it should pop up. Or Family Search LDS, it should still pop up. But that's a way to get a lot of information. You'll have death records in there and birth
immigration
records.
records.
Sometimes it'll say what they died of, your marriage records, who was standing up at the time of the wedding. Like, there'll be parents in there. It's really, really neat. And sometimes the original documents where they actually sign their name, which I think is really cool, is in there. Yeah, it's neat. Now, if you have Dutch history, there's a lot of really good Dutch information out there too. But you definitely do not need to use Ancestry, because Ancestry is just pulling those bits and pieces from all those other sites. And the only thing different is the people like me, where I will load all my family pictures, as many as I can, onto Ancestry so I can share them with others someday, because I don't want to be like the only one having the pictures. And I make everything public. So in that instance, you can find family pictures that aren't other places. So that would be one reason to get
Yeah,
Ancestry.
and you can do that. You can do your research. They got some pretty good discounts around holidays and stuff.
Yes,
And
they do.
you get the 3-month deal or whatever, and
That's what I do.
do as much as you can, and then when it runs out,
Wait till the next holiday.
next to and your stuff is still there. So
So especially like Black Friday, they have a sale. They might have a sale for 4th of July coming up. Mother's Day, Father's
that one
Day.
year I found it was like 6 months
Yeah,
for
like
$1.
like a couple dollars, I think, right? Was it
Yeah,
a
where
dollar?
normally it's several $100s.
Yeah.
usually.
So you can save hundreds of dollars doing it that
So
way.
you can get your work. You can do what you want to get done, and
It's my absolute favorite obsession in life is to find Oh, and if you go to like where you grew up, your local historical places, you can find so much information. I mean, that is the best. If you're by where your family grew up and you've already researched, so you know like who your grandparents and your great grandparents are, and maybe even your great great grandparents. And usually when you go back that far, they came from kind of the same area, the same town. If you go to that historical place, there's usually pictures, old church records, old church photos, and school photos that you can look up. Not sure what Jonathan's doing. What are you doing, honey? She's under your chair. She's quietly, yeah, sitting there. Oh, you just scared up the deer. Yeah. Oh, no, now the dog's taking after the deer. Oh,
Is there a
great.
deer out there?
Yeah, I just seen it right there.
Oh, good for you.
The nest is by, or
The
that's not a
nest.
nest. It's like, what do you call it when a deer has a place? Its
Where
house?
they bed down?
The deer bed? Is that what you call it?
With your bed?
Deer house?
Bed down?
Yeah, so, but it's right by the garden. Oh, she didn't go after it. I'm surprised.
She got too hot.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. That one day she chased a herd of deer all from the backyard, all the way up and around the house and into the neighbor's
She
yard.
wants to herd the deer.
Ah, it's a deer bed. Okay, thank you, Allison. Thank you. It's a deer bed. Conveniently by my garden.
So they can just bend over the fence and munch away.
I bet there haven't been too bad. They do like the rhubarb. And then anytime I have a plant that it's, like done, or a plant that, has yucky tomatoes or something, I throw them over the fence for the deer so they eat down there. But I have birds see it out too. They kind of munch that. So thankfully they've been leaving that alone. I also have a compost pile. You know what's funny is anything I throw in the compost is gone the next day.
So you're not really composting.
Not really, but I can feed the deer legally by saying I have a compost pile. Because you can't legally feed deer, but you can compost. The only thing they don't eat is the watermelon rind, the outside, like the very greenish part on the outside. They eat everything but that. They'll eat a pumpkin, they'll eat everything, but they won't eat that watermelon green part. It's funny. And the fox was really picky. They won't eat onions. They will not eat the onions. They will not eat. There was some others. They ate the lettuce. Have you seen the fox back? I haven't seen
Not
any
this year.
fox. No. I was hoping they would come back.
Well, they usually will return. If they have another litter, they usually return to the same ground.
I enjoyed having them, but I did have to watch the dog extra careful, which I didn't like doing. I'm gonna get rid of my gum. Sorry if I'm smacking it. But it was nice to see all the little baby cubs. It was so cute. Do you want some spray?
No, I don't want that.
Okay. I'm covered in deep woods off, so I'm sure I smell wonderful. But hey, I do not have one mosquito. I love Ancestry though. It's so exciting. And then I'm a volunteer for Find a Grave. So to go out and find tombstones, and a lot of these people, around here were Dutch. And to find tombstones for people that are back in the Netherlands is just, it's so much fun. I mean, they appreciate it because there's no way they could come over here and find, where like a great aunt is or their great grandma or, whoever came over here. So it's fun to talk to these people when you find, their tombstones, and a lot of times I'll hear back from people, which is cool. I just love it. If I could spend every day doing ancestry, family history, I'd be. That's another reason why I created a different channel, because I've got like my work channel. I mean, it is kind of work and fun. I mean, it is fun, but I didn't want my whole life to be about like the reselling and stuff. I almost thought about changing the whole thing, but then I thought, no, because that would be like a really drastic change, right? They're totally different things. You know, I was watching Midnight Foot Soldier today, and his channel, he walks around like the UK, and it's so amazing how many old places. And he said, you know, for him it's no big deal, but I just think, oh, that would be the coolest thing, to go look at these churches from like the 1600s or before that even. Just really neat. We don't have history like that in Michigan. When was Michigan founded, do you know? Oh, Allison says, I just visited the headstone of a 15-year-old girl who passed in 2002, and her headstone reads. Oh, this should be interesting. Some of them are, and some of them can be heartbreaking too, right? My grandpa's sister died at 16 from she had her pancreas, was her pancreas? Appendix bursted. And, oh, just, it's sad. You know, they didn't have the stuff we have nowadays. A lot of people just didn't live that long. I mean, maybe their 40s if they were lucky back then. John, we are now old fogies. If we lived back into 1902, we'd be considered really old right now. You know that? I do kind of feel old someday. Remember me as you pass by, as you are now. So once was I, as I am now. So shall you be. Prepare for death and follow me. Oh, wow. Allison, that is interesting.
Who said that? Who wrote that?
It was on a tombstone.
Was it? It sounds like some poem from.
I mean, maybe it could have been a poem they put on there. Yeah, but their writing back then on tombstones was very much like that. Interesting, Allison. Thanks for sharing that. Hi, Shugna. How are you? I was just on your channel today. Thanks for stopping in. Doing good. Happy Friday. That is cool, Allison. Do you like to like run around the graveyards too? Even when we go on vacation, I love to stop by an old graveyard. And you know, if you have nowhere in your area to exercise, you can just take a nice walk. Because usually nobody's gonna bug you in a cemetery, right? It's pretty quiet. Shugna says, I'm fine. That's great. I'm glad you're doing good. I was just watching your channel today. Again. It's actually really still right now. There was a slight wind, but now there's no wind. It's just very still. And Shugna's saying hello to Allison. You were doing a video about a gold mine, ghost town. It was on your bucket list. Oh, that is neat, Allison. A gold mine ghost town. When we lived out in Colorado, there was a lot of ghost towns. I don't know if you've ever been to Colorado. Wasn't there a lot of ghost towns,
Oh
John? I
yeah.
mean, we would just like be.
A lot of those old ghost towns then turn into casino towns.
Did they?
Yeah, they like Cripple Creek. That was just a ghost town, and then they turned it into a casino.
It's a casino now?
And there was another one too, which I can't think of the name of it.
Yeah, we used to just kind of go around and visit like all these ghost towns. You could walk around these old places. You could walk in the old cabin houses. And it's so well preserved because everything in Colorado is super dry. If you ever get out there and go up in the mountains and stuff, these old gold mine towns, it's really, really neat. You can just like walk in. I don't know if you're supposed to, but I wouldn't see why not. You just kind of mosey around and look at things. That was pretty cool. Or look in the windows because nobody's around. You're like the only person out in the mountains. Nobody's gonna ever know. The birds are really pretty tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you guys want to follow each other, you can follow each other. The one you visited is almost, oh, it's almost gone entirely. But the cemetery has been maintained. Oh, that's good. I hate to see a cemetery that is not maintained. Doesn't it make you sad to see that? We used to live in Middleville, Michigan, and the old part of the cemetery on the hill, because a lot of times they used to bury, the dead up on a big hill overlooking like the towns, and they will not take care of that. I don't know, maybe it's too steep. I mean, that could be, but it's full of thorns. So if you go there, you have to go there like early spring.
Well, occasionally they'll burn the undergrowth down.
Oh, they burn it? Okay.
Send the fire department over there to burn it out.
That's kind of sad though. I guess in the winter or the spring it's easy because then things aren't growing yet. Oh, you just had your din din. What did you have, Canshaw? What did you have for dinner? I had a vegetarian burrito and Jonathan had a steak burrito. Or was it a fajita?
It was like a
Steak fajita? Burrito. Okay. It's sad the town is almost gone, but it warms your heart that those that have passed are still respected. That's right, Allison. I used to be on our local board and work with the cemetery people a lot because I'd be out at the cemetery so much. And you can just let them know, and usually they'll go fix the tombstones and stuff. But I used to be really active doing that because, you want those old ones to stay in good condition. But sometimes, sometimes it's hard. One of my family members had like one of those really big old things, like a tower. And I don't know what happened, like a tree fell or something probably. And it toppled over. But usually if you just let them know, or sometimes you have to have a special meeting to talk about it, they'll usually replace it. And the city will pay for it, thank goodness. The city will usually pay for that stuff.
Yeah, it just takes somebody to.
Just takes somebody to say, hey, do you think we could get this done? Or hey, this one's, or hey, these vets are missing their
I'm sure
plaques.
they have money in the budget every year that they put aside for that kind of thing.
I think so. Canshaw says, weird cookie dough ice cream bites. Not so hot. Some new grocery store dessert. I love ice cream, but I can only have like I don't know. I say the expensive stuff, but it's how they make it. And don't ask me how it's done. All I know is Culver's and like the stuff that's real is the only kind I can eat. Several were marked unknown. Oh, isn't that sad? I hate that. But even those are cared for by local veterans and volunteers. Nice. That's so nice, Allison. You know what's happening? I feel so sad about is I don't know if you've ever seen the Civil War. They're like discs. They're round discs that are like this, and they say U.S. on them. And a lot of people are stealing those from the Civil War. And they've been in the cemetery since these people died. So a lot of times a historical society will get together and try to raise money to replace those, but I think they're using like a plastic now. But I keep seeing them come up at auction. It's sad. And they got them from a cemetery. I mean, you had a Twix ice cream bar yesterday? It was so good. Now that does sound good. That sounds yummy. A big heat wave coming up. Yes, we're starting it right now. We're in the 80s and we're going to go up to almost 100 this week. So it's going to be very hot. Those Twix ice cream bars are so good. I don't think I've had one of those since like...
They melt so fast. I know.
You get to eat them really fast. They're so good though. Probably since like the early 2000s. It's probably been like 20 some years since I've had one. That sounds delicious. Probably when the kids were little. And all my kids are in their 20s. So
If you bought them now, they'd probably be gone in 24 hours. So.
What are those things I really like from, is it Sam's Club?
Those ice cream sandwiches?
The ice cream sandwiches from Sam's Club. Are they called Big Boys?
I'm not sure what that is.
Something?
Fat Boy?
Fat Boys?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's an ice cream sandwiches at Sam's Club, and they are so good. They are so good. But when I bring them home, I hide them underneath stuff, like all my vegetarian food, in the freezer, and then I hope they don't see them. I'm gonna try our rich milk chocolate Canadian goodies. That sounds really good. Anything with chocolate sounds good.
Fat Boy.
Oh, is it Fat Boy?
Fat Boy ice cream bars.
Fat Boy ice cream bars. If you ever
Fat Boy's
find
the
those,
manufacturer.
they are so delicious. Oh yeah, those are good. I mean, I'm about to go to Sam's Club right now just to buy some. And I wouldn't think those would be good. I just thought, oh, yeah, I'll try one. I wasn't even real thrilled about it. And I'm like, oh, these are actually really good. I almost wish I hated them. She's hiding Fat Boys, LOS. That must be tricky. Yes, Allison. I'm hiding the Fat Boys. I even shoved some in my my containers, the boxes that you have like the chicken patties, the vegan chicken patties. That's not what's in there, Allison.
Put a vegan box of.
That's what I do.
They don't look.
And I shove other things in there. And then you can put the vegan chickens on the top and they'll never know. That's my trick. Snail mail. Yeah, oh yes. Real Canadian maple syrup. I bought some of that when I was, we went to Canada, probably has it been 2 years already?
2022?
Okay, has it been that long?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And we bought some Canadian maple syrup, and it was good. They have a lot of stuff we don't have here.
Most maple syrup comes from Canada already. They
Does
buy in
it
the store.
really?
Yeah.
I
mean,
didn't
there's
even
stuff that you
notice.
can get from Maine and some other places in the
Mm-hmm.
States, but most of it comes from,
It's so good.
yeah.
You've got the best maple syrup for sure. I can't even say that word. Best maple syrup.
And some people make it around here too.
Ketchup potato chips.
Yeah.
Really? That's interesting. Or Vermont, yes. I hear Vermont's a really pretty place. I've never been there, and I'd like to go to like Maine sometime. You've had good snacks and the Triscuit box. Oh, smart. See, that's something else. Yeah, the kids wouldn't eat the Triscuits. See, moms have tricks.
They only eat the good stuff, right?
They do, and in our house, if you don't hide the food, like it'll be gone the next
Or
day.
even if you got buy some pop or anything like that.
Yeah, it's like you gotta.
It's like they.
I have a hidden refrigerator now, and I keep it in my bathroom, Allison, because. And my kids are not gonna go through my room, and they're definitely not going through my bathroom. So I have a refrigerator in my bathroom, and that's where I keep my goodies in there too. And I've also learned if you get anything from a restaurant, you better put it in that hidden refrigerator because your kids are going to find it. Oh, the Bob Newhart show was based in Vermont at an inn. Oh, that's cool.
I think Bob Newhart, is he still living? I think he is.
I don't know. Interesting.
I think he's still living. He's like 90 some years old.
Well, that's like that
No,
one.
he died. He died
He passed away.
2024.
Oh, that was recently.
A year ago.
Well, that show or that movie, Nights in Rodanthe, with Richard Gere, I love that movie. And we actually went there, and it looks just like the movie.
It's right on the edge of.
Yeah.
It's right on the edge of town.
He did pass. That is unfortunate. Oh, Canada has way better chocolate bars than the States. Try a Canadian Kit Kat. Oh, just see if I can order one. That's interesting. I've never had. I didn't even know they were different.
Well, they might have more cocoa in it, maybe.
That's got to be what it is. Like richer ingredients. Interesting. It's funny when we travel to Canada, though, there's like nothing forever. Nothing between here. It's like a no living zone by the border. There's nothing there.
Yeah, and as soon as we got like a mile or two from the border, then we lost our internet and our phones because we didn't have a.
Next time we go across the border, we got to figure out something different.
Oh, they changed it now.
Oh, they did?
They added Canada to.
Oh, now I can go to Canada and talk on the phone.
Yeah. You can get some data. It won't be dark.
How did that go, Kanshaw? We were just talking about that. Your Florida buddy came up for the first trip to Canada he had, and all your goodies. Did he like them? And how was his trip? American Candy Chemicals. Ours are rich, real Canadian cocoa. Yum. Yeah, I don't like all the soy they keep putting in our food. I don't know if I trust the soy. I actually try not to eat the soy products.
All the farms on the road coming up here.
They're all soy.
It's all soybeans this year.
I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying I don't know if I trust it. I don't know. There's something about it in my mind that I'm going, I don't know about the soybeans. I'm sure they're fine. I'm just saying for me.
I think they mostly use it for animal feed.
Well, that's why I kind of don't want to eat it because is it making me fat? It's plumping me up. What are you doing, baby? You want to sit in a chair? She wants a chair. Oh no, are you going to be able to get up?
You'll get yourself stuck.
Oh no, is your booty too heavy? Do you need help? Why don't she go around the front? Can you get it?
Lay on The pavement's
What
probably
are you
cooler than
doing?
the chair. I think she's ready to
She's
call
like, I
it
don't know.
ready to call it a night.
When we go camping, we give her her own chair. Oh, that's so nice. The Canadians treated him like royalty. Aw. Oh, she did it. Look at that. She did it. Oh, you're a good baby. You mommy's good girl. Does not like the heat. You a good baby. Oh, you tired? You tired? Aw. That's so cool. You live 7 miles south of the border. You're right, there's no one here. So do we kind of live near each other? Do you live sort of by Michigan? You took him to the Hard Rock Casino and the racetrack and put a welcome to Canada for Brian from Tampa, Florida on the jumbo race screen. Oh, I bet he loved that. Ellison says cute corgi butt. They would be so cool, Kenshaw. That's so neat. Hi, Henry or Harry. How are you doing, Harry? Did you find some good deals lately? Harry goes to a lot of estate sales, and I'm always drooling. Oh, you're in Montana. Allison, I bet that's beautiful out there. Montreal smoked meat. Poutine. Poutine? How do you say that? I might be saying that totally wrong.
It's gravy and French fries.
Gravy French fries. I remember that because my son was dating someone from Canada. Beaver tails. Really? I've never had a beaver tail. Maple syrup on pancakes. Shawarmas. Wait, what's that word? Shawarma.
Shawarma.
Interesting. I don't know what some of those words are. I don't know what that is.
Sound French, so I don't know.
That is cool, right, Ellison? All in time. Right, Harry? Right, Harry? Oh my goodness, I'm getting myself in trouble. Oh, it's cheese curds. Oh, I'm totally wrong. Okay, so cheese curds, gravy, and French fries? Really? It's all the good stuff all in one. Everything everybody likes to eat.
Sounds like a stomach ache.
I would do it without the gravy. That sounds actually really good. It's flat. It's flat and peopleless, just like the way you like it. I bet that's pretty over there in Montana. I've never been to Montana.
It's a high country.
It looks beautiful. Poutine. Okay. Poutine. I don't know what I said. I don't even want to know. I never listen to my lives over again because I would be cringing. Yes, and it's delicious. Nice. I never eat gravy, but I would totally eat it without the gravy. That does sound good. Now I'm craving cheese curds. Culver's has cheese curds. They're pretty good.
Those are deep fried.
And they're almost like a mozzarella stick. I mean, kind of the same.
Yeah.
Close enough! Yay! Thanks, Harry. Poutine, not Putin. Poutine. I think I can remember it the way you spelled it. Poutine. I remember Colin's girlfriend lived here for like probably 6 months, and she's like, "Can you make some poutine?" And I'm like, "What in the world is poutine?" What are you talking about? Oh, she was so well mannered, and I felt so hickish around her. She was so sweet. Oh, she's like, "It's gravy with," and I'm like, "That sounds really gross." Her favorite thing here was Chick-fil-A. She
Yeah.
loved Chick-fil-A.
Every day.
Yeah, she said she would just love Chick-fil-A every day. And then I learned when she lived here too that her holidays were different than American holidays. They had a lot of the same things but different days. And one day she looked so sad and she said, I miss my family on Thanksgiving. I said, it's Thanksgiving in Canada? And she goes, yeah. And I'm like, oh no. And I quick like threw a really big dinner of whatever I had in the house. I'm like, I kind of remembered shawarma, Lebanese delicacy, popular in Canada.
So it's like a
Meat on
kebab.
a big stick. So it's like a shish kebab. And you can make sandwiches with it. It does sound like a shish kebab. We grill meat on a stick and like some veggies and stuff. Is it kind of like that?
Well, you probably.
Yes, it is. It's a lot earlier. I had to learn the hard way. Super Troopers. We're headed to Canada, sir, for some French fries and gravy. Yum. Now I'm really craving
Don't the
cheese
Southerners eat gravy with everything too?
I think so. Well, I notice when we go down south, you know what I get excited about going down south? Or anytime I see the word Southern, all I think of is biscuits. Warm biscuits everywhere down south. There are biscuits on every street corner. And I was craving them so bad. I'm like, John, we have to stop. We have to get the biscuits. I need biscuits right now. And we stopped at the nearest, what is it called? The country seat. What's it called? The Cracker Barrel. Yep, Cracker Barrel. And we got our biscuits.
They got good biscuits.
Really good biscuits. And the cheese curds. Goodness, I might have to go tomorrow and get cheese curds. Now you guys are making me hungry.
You know, the cheese curds are like Wisconsin cheese curds out here.
Yeah. Well, isn't Culver's kind of originated from Wisconsin?
Yeah,
that's why there's cheese curds.
Yep. It's all about Wisconsin.
I love cheese. It's like my favorite food group. Oh, do I love cheese? It is a food group to me. There's nothing better than some cheese. Yum. Montreal smoked meat is kind of like corned beef. Okay, served with rye bread with mustard and a giant sliced pickle. Okay, John would love that.
Corned beef is good.
Oh yeah, he loves corned beef. I make that a lot for dinner actually, on rye bread with mustard.
It's easy to cook because you just stick it in the Instapot, and an hour and a half later it's ready and it's tender.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Because it's been tenderizing in the bag of.
I think almost anything in an Instapot turns out pretty good. The only thing I don't like is spaghetti. I'd rather just cook that normal.
Yeah.
And a giant pickle.
It's hard to
that
get
sounds
al
good.
dente with the pasta.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like it normal. Country gravy. Oh, you put country gravy on your biscuits. They use brown gravy up north. Is there any kind of vegetarian gravy?
Probably, what do you call that? A white gravy.
Is country gravy, is that vegetarian? It might be.
It might be.
It seems like I've bought that before. If it was vegetarian gravy, Allison, I would totally eat that.
Like what they put on chicken fried steak.
Actually, now that Allison's bringing it up, I was at Costco. I bought the big thing of biscuits that you throw in the freezer. So I have biscuits. And then I bought their thing of sausage gravy. So I could actually make biscuits and gravy tomorrow for you guys. I'll just eat the biscuits. Biscuits with some warm butter and honey. Oh my goodness. Susan, she's just hanging out. Look at that. She's so funny. Are you a good baby? Beaver tails, are beaver tails shaped like a donut? Wait,
Oh,
wait, wait.
elephant ears.
Oh.
You like elephant ears.
Wait, so it's, wait,
It's
is
not
it
real
not?
beaver.
Oh, it's not a real beaver tail? I'm like, I've never eaten a beaver tail. I'm just thinking, is it like chewy? Oh, it's like a donut. It's like elephant ears, all kinds of
Banana.
choices.
Got banana.
Brian had banana with milk, chocolate spread, and cinnamon.
It sounds like
What?
right up your alley there.
That is totally up my alley. Oh my gosh. Banana with milk chocolate. Oh. That sounds really good. Yes, honey biscuits is the bee's knees. I agree. Oh, it sounds. You guys are making me so hungry. I just ate dinner. Now all I want is biscuits and cheese curds and a little bit of ice cream.
And beaver tails.
And there's nothing better than an elephant ear in the whole wide world. That is the best tasting thing
As
on
long
the
as you
planet.
get to eat your own, right?
Yes. Yes. When I go to a flea market with Andy, he wants me to split an elephant ear. And I'm like,
No.
next time I'm getting my own. We didn't actually get one this time. The line was huge. But that big flea market was the busiest I've ever seen it in my life. People were parked like way down the road. It was nutso. So I didn't get an elephant ear. You could probably make your own, right?
Yeah, you just have to have the
dough.
oil to do it in.
I wonder if we could take our biscuits and spread it out like an elephant ear and then fry
I
it.
think it's a special dough.
Is it a special dough? I wonder if it would taste good like a biscuit though. Put some cinnamon and sugar
Because
on
I think
it.
it's actually got yeast in it and stuff, so it rises.
Well, so do the biscuits, don't they?
No, they have.
We need to try this tonight.
They don't have yeast in them. They have what do you call it?
I don't
Baking
know. A
powder.
biscuit
Yeah,
ear
baking
sounds really
powder.
good to me.
Biscuits have baking powder.
Okay, I don't
Where
know.
elephant ear would have some yeast in it because they have it sit there rising.
It sounds delicious. So really, you could probably buy bread dough in the grocery store if you don't want to make your own, and then fry it up, right?
Probably.
Oh my goodness, I'm learning some new stuff. Oh, Susan, look at her. She's so over it. Look.
She's like,
I'm so
hot.
over this.
She's got her foot hanging on the back.
Her toenails are half cut. We didn't get all the way through, did we, Susan? Your number one chocolate bar in Canada is an O. Henry peanuts, caramel, and rich Canadian milk chocolate. Number 2 is a Kit Kat Chunky. 3 is an Euro bar air filled with bubbles of rich Canadian milk chocolate. And 4 is the Big Turk. Wow, that sounds really good.
What's a Big Turk?
Yeah, I've never heard of the Big Turk. What is that? I've never heard of an Aero bar either. Filled with bubbles of rich Canadian milk chocolate. Why do you have better stuff than we do? That's not fair. Hi, David Groves. How are you? We're doing good. We're hanging out by the fire, having a nice Friday night. Big Turks are Turkish delight and a rich Canadian chocolate. I'm going to have to look this up. You're a big fan of the Kit Kat and the Aero bars. I've never even heard of that. Interesting.
It's like
you know what I really like around here?
Like a Twix, maybe?
You know what moved into town, which I wish would have never moved into town?
What's that?
Is the Lindt chocolate store, the outlet store. I mean, it's expensive chocolate, but you can get it at a pretty good price there.
Yeah.
That chocolate, the Lindt chocolate, is so good. And David Gross says you always enjoy chocolate. I'm almost gonna need to go to get ice cream like Like a nice ice cream sundae, you guys. Every time I go live, I get so hungry. It makes you so mad when you buy Aero bars here and they don't even have a crappy copy of it. Really? I didn't know that we have really bad chocolate here. Now, where's the chocolate that I buy from, though? It's from a different place. The Lindt. Is it from Switzerland?
Yeah, I think it's Swiss chocolate.
Swiss chocolate? Yeah, so it's not even USA chocolate. You have President Choice regular and spicy ketchup potato chips. Ooh, the spicy ketchup sounds good. Sour cream and bacon potato chips. I would take it without the bacon. Sour cream potato chips, that sounds good. Often out chocolate is imported. Oh, your chocolate is imported from Switzerland. That's why it's good. That stuff is so creamy and so good. I usually only buy it at Christmas time or if I go to the mall, then I'll have a weakness. Or if I'm like walking the mall and it's like Easter and they have those chocolate Easter bunnies in the store. Oh my, I'll have to get one.
Then they have the low quality stuff here, the Russell Stovers.
I don't eat Russell Stouffer's.
Your brother gave you a gift once.
Well, at least he gave me a gift.
Russell Stovers?
The kids ate it. Yeah, it's okay. At least he tried. Sour cream and real cheddar, not artificial. Nice. Yeah, I think ours is probably artificial, I'm sure. A lot of that stuff. And you know what? The chips are so expensive here if you don't get them from Costco. I mean, I don't even buy them unless I get them from Costco. That stuff has gotten really
You
expensive.
get a little teeny bag for like $5.
It's probably more than that. Nope, I don't buy them from grocery stores anymore. Email me your Addy and I will send you a sample box. Oh, that would be wonderful. That's so nice. We'll have to exchange and send each other something. That would be fun. We could do like an opening or something. That would be fun. I don't know, because I would send you the low quality stuff. And you would send me the good stuff. It wouldn't be any fair. Oh my goodness. The Lindt chocolate. Yeah, now that's the good stuff, right? Send them the Lindt chocolate. Might want to wait till after summer.
Yeah.
We don't want to ship chocolate in the summer. Oh, there's an outlet in Birch Run, David Grove says. They have a really, I love that outlet over there. And actually, when we went to Canada and went through, is it Smyrna? Is that what it's called? When we went to Canada, we go over to Smyrna. Smyrna?
What are you talking about?
Over the border to Canada. Smyrna? Sarnia.
Sarnia. Yeah.
Sarnia. Okay, that's where we go. And what is my point? Now I forgot my point.
Well, I didn't know what Smyrna was.
No, I'm thinking of New Smyrna Beach, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, Smyrna.
Oh, that's Birch Run. Okay. So then we went to Birch Run too, and that's an awesome outlet. I got some really nice shoes.
When you went to that breakfast place across the street.
Mm-hmm.
What's that called? Tommy's or?
Oh, Tony's.
Tony's.
Tony's restaurant is wonderful.
You ask for bacon and they give you
a whole plate of
a
bacon.
pound of bacon. That's
Yes. You definitely want to split your food when you go to Tony's. You got a Florida buddy hooked on the Canadian goodies. Brian sent me bars. What is that called? 10,000 bars? 100,000 bars? They're yuck. That's funny.
$1,000 bar. Yeah.
I never heard of that one either.
They have one.
Interesting. Oh, your daughter and you go all the time. Nice. Isn't that a wonderful place? I went there to get some Clark shoes because I got hired to go back to work. So I went and got some nice, like, normal dress shoes. Stuff that we have in the States, they don't have up north. You know what I love up north too? I'm going to try to say this right. Pasties. They're not pasties. They're pasties. Pasties. I need to learn how to make those. They are so delicious. They're like little pies, and they're either filled with like vegetables, or you can get them filled with meats.
Yeah, they're filled with
Rutabaga.
rutabaga.
So good. It's like the best thing I've ever eaten. That comes from up north. Your stepbrother lives in Pennsylvania and he orders Canadian goodies and chocolate online. Oh, Google it. Sounds good. Cheesecake pudding mix and bugles. No, I do like the cheesecake pudding mix though. That's one of my favorites. That's the only time I'll drink the milk. Normally I wouldn't touch the milk, but if I make the pudding, I love pudding. It's just a good treat, little snacky poo. You live you live 7 minutes from the outlet. That is nice. I thought I would shop more because we have Tanger outlets by me, and I'm only like 5 minutes away or so, and I really thought I would go more, but I really don't. I walk the outlet more than I shop the outlet.
Well, they're bringing an Ultra there.
I'm gonna be in trouble. Yeah. Yeah, as soon as that opens, the Ultra Beauty, because that's where we get our makeup. My daughter and I, we get all our makeup there.
So the question is it going to be discounted or is it going to be full
I
price?
bet it's going to be full price, but even full price, that's fine. I don't have to drive all the way into Grand Rapids. That's a plus. And see, I get so annoyed ordering online that I just get annoyed and then I don't check out because I'm super annoyed trying to find things, that I just give up because, I need this and that, and then I just, this is boring. The Ottawa International Airport. You shook his hand and took photos of him holding O. Henry Bar. Oh, that's cute. And O. Henry Bar, do you have pictures on your channel of this? I hope you put it on your channel. I need to see this. You don't like bugles. They make a party mix out of them up north and you can't get them here. I don't like bugles either. I didn't even know they still made those.
Yeah.
The only
They were pretty big in the 70s.
We used to put them on our fingers.
Yeah.
Did you used to eat them though?
Yeah.
I remember I don't think I ever really ate them, but I would play with them on my fingers. I probably drove my parents crazy. They have a Hey Dude stored there. What is Hey Dude? I wonder what that is.
It was a TV program back in the...
No, I mean, I've heard of it, but I'm thinking, what was it? Is it like shoes? I think it might be shoes. When you're not at work wearing your boots, you're wearing your Hey Dudes. I heard they're really good. Yeah, they're shoes. Interesting. So they're probably like really comfy. You did eat them off your fingers when you were a kid. That's probably what I was doing. But I remember they were really gross. The Hey Dude shoes.
I never heard of that.
I heard, yeah, and I think they're comfortable, aren't they? Like, just see what they are again. He wore his American flag shirt and nobody up there said anything. That's good. They probably knew that he was from America. Well, that's really big around here, especially around the 4th of July. We all wear our flag t-shirts. Like, even look at, I got my flag nails on already. See that?
Susan's wearing her little.
Yep, Susan's got her little red, white. Hi, Susan. She's got a little flag bow on. We take it very seriously over here. Hi, Junior Buds. How are you? How's your day going? Thank you, Allison. Besides my broken finger. See that? I think I need to get that fixed soon.
I don't think they can do much.
I don't know if they can do anything either, but it's starting to bug me. Like the older I get, it's kind of, and it looks so awful. I almost don't like to do the jewelry video. I try to hide it. I'm showing it to you now, but I usually try to hide it. Especially my jewelry videos. It's awful. There's nothing like holding it. It moves back and forth, and that's when it hurts. What type of wood are we burning? What was on the front yard? Was that a cherry tree?
It's dead wood.
It's the one that the tornado took down on the front yard.
It was an elm tree.
Elm tree? Okay. Yeah, it's lasting forever. And then one big trunk of it was hollow, full of ants, and we had no idea. You look at the hay dudes and wonder if they would hold up. Yes. I'm not very nice to my shoes either, Allison. My Birkenstocks are like the only thing I'm super careful with. Or like the sandals that have like a nice clean looking bedding. I try not to get those wet. Otherwise, yeah, I'm not nice to my shoes either. You celebrate Canada Day like your like the Independence Day on July 1 each year on Parliament Hill in Ottawa. Music and big fireworks over the Ottawa River. Oh, that's neat. Now, over in the Netherlands, they also celebrate, but what are they celebrating over there? I don't.
It's me.
I know they're always celebrating. Maybe they celebrate summer. I'm not sure. There was something going on over there.
The summer solstice, probably.
This weekend is the start of the International Jazz Festival downtown. That would be fun. Right? That does sound fun. I love jazz. You've had one pair for 2 years. That's a pretty good shoe then. I don't know what. See, I just keep thinking, what made me look that up the other day? I'm not sure. Usually, like your good shoes are going to be a little bit more expensive, but they last forever and your feet don't get sore. And I love some Birkenstocks. That's kind of my go-to in the summer. I wish they had a red, white, and blue Birkenstock. Now that's something I have not seen. Red, white, and blue.
Where are those Birkenstocks made from?
Isn't it Germany?
Is it a German company?
I think so.
Okay, well, probably.
Now I do have blue. So I guess, that's good enough. Next week you have the huge, the blues festival, mostly rock, like older bands. Shania Twain, the B-52s. Not really the blues, but they call it that. That does sound fun though. You put hundreds of rough miles on your shoes.
We used to have a blues festival there in Kalamazoo when I was in college. We'd have all these big blues bands coming up from Chicago.
Oh, that's neat. Do they still do that over by the college?
I doubt it, because all those old blues artists have passed away.
Yeah, okay. That would be cool to see. I'm so upset I'm missing Willie Nelson tonight because my husband didn't buy me the tickets that I begged for.
Maybe it was too hot for him. He didn't show up.
I would have loved to see some Willie tonight. I've been wanting to see him my whole life, John.
First I hear about it.
Oh, no, it's not. You always hear about it. You're always on my mind, right? For sure. He's like the best singer ever. I just love his voice. Oh, is he the trucker? No, that's my husband. He's a John. See, I'll show him to you quick. Whoop! He hates being on camera.
It says
He's
here the
sighing
event
now.
has started or has already happened, so ticket sales have stopped.
Oh, so he's done singing already?
He started at 4 o'clock.
Yes, Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. I like all of his songs. I have the is it Pandora? Is that what it's called? The app on my phone.
Yeah.
And then I listen to the Willie Nelson channel. And then I've got Willie's Roadhouse in my car. It's pretty much all I listen to. It's no party on the Parliament or Willie Nelson, but you have a gig tomorrow night. Ooh, you like music too, huh, Allison? That's exciting. I hope it goes well. He's a classic for sure. Oh, I just love him. I just love him. You know, and I totally missed, I didn't know, but he was actually here in what, May? And I
think so.
missed it.
Yeah.
Right in town, right in Grand
He
Rapids.
spent 2 nights here.
What? How did I miss that?
Mm-hmm.
Although we had a lot going on in May.
Well, usually you hear about this stuff, 6 months before.
Well, yeah, because we did a vacation. We lost your mom. Yeah, it was a lot going on. That's probably why I didn't pay attention. Where is everyone here located? Well, Allison's in Montana. Jason is in Michigan, which I did not know, which I think is totally awesome. We are in Michigan. Actually, I think my dog came from Andy's area. I had to go way up north to get her. David Groves, yes, he's in Michigan on the other side. You don't have a gig, we have a gig. But you're a simple bass player, okay. Oh, neat. That sounds cool, Allison. I love music. Played the bass for 3 rock bands. You did? Oh, you guys are so cool. You have many famous Canadian musicians. Ask your friend if he knows Canadian talent over the years. Fender Jazz Bass. Now, what does that mean? The Fender.
It's a guitar.
Oh,
bass guitar.
oh, I know what a Fender is. Okay. That is awesome, David. It's in Clio, Michigan.
Just like the Gibson guitars.
Yeah.
They used to make those in Kalamazoo.
Okay. It's the slap style. I love that kind of music. I dated somebody once for a while, and he was like the bluegrass. His family all played the bluegrass. I like that kind of stuff too. The Deadpool actor is from Ottawa and British Columbia. John Candy, Gordon Lightfoot, Rush. Oh, Rush. Wow. Guess who? Mike Myers. Oh, wow. Paul Schaefer. And David Letterman. I did not know that. That's interesting. I need a drink a minute. I'm looking at this poison ivy coming up in this new area that I made though, and I'm about to just round it all up. It is pretty cool. Susan? Are you a good baby? Oh, she's such a good dog. Does anybody here have a little doggy? Or what's your favorite dog? I love corgis. The only thing I don't like is they bark a lot. Paul Schaefer was from Thunder Bay, Ontario, and the band leader was on, oh, he was on the David Letterman show. Oh, interesting. Good music from up there also. Cornlund and Coulter Wall. The Blue Rodeo. Oh, you have a Gracie cat. I remember you saying that. I don't know what that is. Is she really fluffy? What is a Gracie cat? I bet it's real fancy. It sounds like it's fancy. See, my cats have always been strays until the one I have right now. And he was a rescue from the vet. And I just love him so much. You were painting the side of your old house and got poison sumac all over your arms. I hated life for a week. David, yes. Do you see what's in back of me? I don't know if you can see this. This is all poison ivy. See that? Look at how bad that is. That is all poison ivy. So I've got it pretty under control in this area, but it's starting to pop up. And when I was making this patio, it's like interconnected, like a web of hell. You have a 60-pound beagle mix. I feel like a corgi is very beagly. I feel like she's beagly.
When you first were looking at Susan, you thought she was a
Pit bull.
pit bull.
Well, it did look like one. It did. She's so much cuter now. She is 3 years from SPCA in Quebec as a kitten. She's gray and black swirls on a white body. Oh, that sounds sweet. My black and white kitty passed almost a year ago now. Hard to believe, but he was my neighbor's cat, and I figure he must have been, what, 22, 24 years old?
Yes.
I mean, at least. He just loved life so much. He loved eating. He just was not gonna die. He was like the best cat I've ever had. He was just a stray, and he was black and white. And he was just the sweetest. I'll never have such a nice cat again. He was so sweet. I still miss him every day. I miss him horribly. Oh, sorry, Allison. You had a dog that she passed a month ago. Oh. She had a great life. That's good. But yeah, I'm so sorry, Allison. Even though, like, they have a great life, you still miss them, right? It's hard. I even still miss our dog from before Susan, and Susan's what, 6? And I waited a year? So he's been gone like 7 years already. That's hard to believe. Just still miss him, They become like, for us, it's almost like she's our child, like a fur child. Become part of the family. You run a YouTube about rock hounding. She was out in the nature more than most dogs. Right, that's awesome. Yeah, Susan comes everywhere too. She comes camping. She's not see, our dog though is not a good fan of walking around people. I wish she was, but she loves to go to the beach, and she'll do a trail for a while. Unless she sees someone, then forget it. Then we carry her like a baby with her tongue sticking out.
She weighs too much.
She is getting a little bit hefty. Canned Sauce says you better throw another log on the fire. Yeah, I think so. Or stoke it. Throw another log on. We got plenty of them. Yes, we do. I can probably find some twigs otherwise. Whoop. There we go. I almost don't dare touch anything out here. I'll leave that up to him. I am so allergic to poison ivy. It's not funny. I went to the urgent care to get my usual yearly shot for poison ivy. And the doctor goes, you know, you really don't need to come in for a poison ivy shot. And I said to him, have you ever had poison ivy? No. I'm like, well, I need the shot. I do need the shot. I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about then, unless you've never had poison ivy. Stoke them up, yes. When you're in town working, you always ask your daughter how Jake is doing. Always say, how's the frog? And you went on a holiday last year to the Maritime Providences. Enjoyed a nice fire by the rented cabin. Ooh, that sounds good. Your cottage. It keeps the bugs away. That sounds like a nice little holiday. I thought about doing a cottage this year because we couldn't find any camping. My daughter's got like certain days off and it's not very many to be able to like go somewhere long distance. I thought, well, maybe I'll get a cabin, but we did find a place. Oh, yeah, right? Poison ivy is the worst. It is the worst. Anytime my kids had poison ivy too. And when they grew up, I didn't even let them come back here. They played in the front yard because there's just so much poison ivy down here. The poison ivy fumes you don't need, no. You know, that's never bothered me, oddly. I mean, I try not to like throw it in there, but if there is some on it, I don't know, some reason I'm good. Went on a holiday in the States. Went on vacation, yes. Got a cottage. That sounds really nice. Yes, I have gotten poison ivy from the dog before. That's happened. That has happened. Or like I know I've touched my purse on poison ivy. Like I've walked past it and then I carried my purse in and I've caught it that way too. But definitely I've caught it several times from the dog. And you know it's the dog because it'll be like where you hug the dog around your arms. I probably didn't read that right, Allison, so thank you. Ooh, this is a nice fire now. Look at that. Nice and warm. Actually, I'm gonna scoot up a little bit. Scoot my chair. It sure is humid though, right? I'm glad we got the air on. Ugh. like it's not hot, but it's damp. Hi, baby. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, look at her. She's got her little bow on. You got your little bow on. This dog is still shedding. She gets brushed every single day, and she's still shedding. What are you doing, baby? Yes, we have a sauna and a hot tub here. We sure do. I don't use the sauna though. I don't know. I've used it like probably twice in 24 years, but that's been about it. It's not, I don't know. It's just not my thing to get like hot and sweaty. It's probably good for you though, but I love the hot tub. That's something else we need to do is drain the hot tub and clean it really good and then refill it. It is peaceful. Yes, I agree. I do like living here. I don't like the poison ivy, but it's okay. I mean, we're kind of close to town. You know, we've got some neighbors that are kind of close, but not too close. I don't have a swimming pool. I wish I had one, but I live on a cliff. And this is like down by the lake. So I wish I had a pool. But my whole yard is, and the back is like this. It's just like really wild. It'd probably be a really gross pool. So in the summer, I turn the hot tub down really far, so it's kind of like a mini pool. Cliff diving. You feel like it sometimes if you're walking down the cliff. It's really hard. It's not ideal. The neighborhood was nice to raise kids in, but like to live on a cliff, not so much. So yeah, we always did everything in the front yard. Or we just went to like a play area. We have like a neighborhood play area too. So we used to do that, or we'd go to a park somewhere else and hang out with the kids. Yeah, as long as there's water, but you know what? And just rolling in the snow. I'm sure they had fun growing up here. The cul-de-sac was nice though.
Well, most of the time there was no houses. We were the only house on there.
Yeah, we were alone out here. Yep. It's funny because all the kids, you know, when our kids were growing up, they're all grown now. They're all like in college or married, and
So the whole thing of having a tot lot
yeah.
is kind of pointless.
Well, I thought it was strange too, like the tot lot. In my back now. Maybe?
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Yep, we're back.
Am I back? Oh, I'm sorry. I like moved it and it must have been in that bad spot.
Yeah, you went into the dead zone.
The dead zone. Sorry, everybody. And I'm back.
Just went on the dark side of the moon.
The dark side of the moon? Oh no. I appreciate everyone helping me get some watch hours and hang out and chit chat. That's always fun. Nope, that's just the birds that are in the air. There's really nothing down here. I have an extension cord for lights that are no longer working. It's odd. I did this patio, now the lights don't work. So I'm gonna have to buy some new lights, but there's nothing.
Make sure the cord's working there. Maybe it got severed.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll plug something in there to see if it still works.
Yeah, I'm not sure. So there's nothing much down here. And if I walk away, I lose the stream. And I've got a battery pack. This is how I keep it going. The battery packs. Other than that, there's no power down here. I love like opening the windows and you can just hear all the birds singing and stuff. But I do feed the birds too, so they kind of hang out. You're in a condo in the city and the view of a giant blue screen. Not me, you in a condo. I don't think I could do condo living. Do you, John? I don't think I would be a good condo person.
Yeah. People say I moved to condo because I want to do my yard work. Well, you can always hire someone.
Yeah, I would hire someone to do yard work for sure.
I mean, you basically, a condo person's paying someone to do their yard work indirectly anyways.
Right, yeah. Nope, I would hire someone.
And
I
some
would
of
definitely.
Their dues that they pay is insane.
Yeah. My mom's are not so bad, but I have other family members.
They've gone up, but yeah.
Other family members, their condo fees are huge. Like a house payment. If I were to do anything differently here, I would like manicure this backyard a little bit and get rid of the poison ivy and just have some nice grass to the lake. That's what I wish I had. But then again, like we get so much wildlife that it is kind of nice to see the wildlife back here too. So
gives them a place to come to.
Yep. Did I ever rent an apartment? We did. When we moved from Colorado. Well, we moved from Michigan to Colorado, and then we rented.
There while they built our house.
Yep, our house was being built. So we did that, and then when we came back, we could not find a house for like, what, 9 months? Almost a year.
So we rented an apartment.
And we were about to build when we seen this house, and it was a new house, and we bought this one. But we lived in an apartment for quite a while there. I mean, but you know what? It was okay because, you know what? It was. I took the kids to the park. It was during the summer most of the time.
Was still in Michigan, and we were just living kind of lightly.
Living very lightly, and I don't know. It was okay.
When we came back, most of our stuff was in storage or in Colorado yet. So
right. Yeah, our stuff was here or there. So
it's like I took one truckload out to Colorado, and how many like 2.5 truckloads back.
Yeah. Yeah. But our house in Colorado was huge.
Yeah, I think if I ever moved again, I'd just unload everything.
Yeah, I would just buy new. I wouldn't do it again. Tell us the story of how we met. We used to work together, didn't we?
Yep.
And he was so cute. Oh my word. He was like a cutie patootie. And we used to talk to each other all day, and yeah. We just liked spending time together, and we just would sit there and talk to each other. And I was always prying into his business to see if he had a girlfriend, because he was so quiet and shy. Right, John? He's still kind of shy. Oh, David says he has turkeys, deers, raccoons, and turkey vultures.
We have those circling.
Yes. I actually woke up and there was one watching me on the hot tub, sleeping. A turkey vulture. It was disgusting. Yeah. Those things are nasty looking. They're huge. One time we had one just walking up the driveway, and I'm like, kids inside.
Look at that. Those turkey buzzards up there. Circling.
The kids are playing out in their front yard, and we got a long driveway, but I seen this thing, and it was like the size of the kids, and I'm like, get inside.
We got coyotes and foxes.
Mm-hmm. Where did we go on our honeymoon? We went to Mackinac Island.
Yeah.
That seems like so long
To the
ago.
island. Yeah.
Yes. To Mackinac Island. Has anybody ever been to Mackinac Island?
Couple times.
Well, I used to go every year, but I love,
The
if you
fudge.
ever go there, well, yes, you have to get fudge, but if you ever go there, I like the bike rides that you can do around the island. You rent a bike. Also, you can take the carriage rides
Yeah.
up to the top and do like their little tour, and I definitely recommend that. It's a little bit pricey, but I think it's worth it because it's a way to get up there if you're not riding your bike,
Yeah.
and you
walk.
learn a lot of history too.
Yeah, then you go to the fort and walk
The
down.
fort's really cool.
Downtown,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then we took the kids back there later. Is he due to take me on a second honey? No. We've been traveling a lot now that we're older, and the kids are all grown. So, we've been to Puerto Rico. We go out to Florida and visit the daughter here and there. And about 2 years ago, we traveled the East Coast all over the place. And that was fun. We did a lot of hiking and stuff.
Went to
We've kind of been
Canada.
all over the place.
Canada. And froze our butts off. But
Yes. And Iceland, we thought about going to Iceland.
I seen the plane ticket there. Oh,
Yes, the plane tickets were really, really expensive. Where have you been that's cool? I'd like to know where everyone else likes to go. I love like the Smoky Mountains and the Appalachian Mountains. I love that kind of area. They got like waterfalls and hiking you can do.
Aruba. Yeah,
Aruba. We almost
there.
went there, but then the C word hit. That's where we were supposed to be during the C word. Yep. I bet that was pretty. Oh, St. Martin. I've never been to St. Martin. Aruba looks wonderful. And the Dominican Republic. Terrible food. I'd be in trouble. I kind of struggled a little bit in Puerto Rico with food.
Well, they had Monfango.
Monfango. I lived on Monfango. That was pretty good. That was good. Portugal and the UK 3 times. Oh, you've traveled all over. That is neat. We're so lucky. I wanted to take my daughter on a cruise to Alaska, but she could not get that much time off. I really wanted to do that with her in a couple weeks, but it's hard. It's hard when your kids can't get that much time off. I'd like to go to Alaska sometime. Portugal, I bet that was cool. That's another place that looks really interesting to me.
Circle the Mediterranean.
Yeah, right?
Portugal, Spain, Italy, France.
Oh yeah, that would be neat.
Greece.
Do you fly into places or do you take a cruise ship? Canadian Providences last June. Oh, travel this year. Entertaining Brian from Florida this year. That's nice. That is really nice. David says my travels are boring. Did 9 days in a travel trailer. Hey, I mean, that's fun. And the Hatfield McCoy Trails in West Virginia. Yes.
Nice.
We just did that too recently. I think that kind of vacation's great too though. I mean, it's just kind of what you make of it.
When you travel long distance with a travel trailer, I don't know about that.
Yeah. I don't think I could. Well, we went to Kentucky with a travel trailer.
Yeah, it was 8 hours.
I mean, that was fine for me, but I don't know about the kids. I don't think the kids liked it.
Even going up to Ludington, that's like 2 hours.
Oh, you flew in a week an all-inclusive metal detecting the beaches and the Caribbean.
That would be interesting.
Now that would be awesome.
You find some gold bullion from some pirate.
Did you find
ship.
anything cool? 1 week all-inclusive. That sounds nice. I don't know if I could do a cruise ship. I mean, I would do it to Alaska because it's kind of cold over there, but I think that's the only place I'd go. Or maybe Iceland. It'd have to be a cold place. Otherwise, just get on a plane and go, right? Because you're kind of
Who
stuck.
wants to be on a ship with 5,000 people?
Not me. I would do it to go to Alaska and just relax. Those trails over there in the Virginias, so I mean, it's cool. They've got a lot of history there. That's a neat place. Now, on my son's side, his family comes in from that Hatfield and McCoy. I think it was the McCoy side.
Is it the McCoy side?
Mm-hmm. I was doing his family history. Because I went to Kentucky once and I got pregnant, so. Just saying. That's where that comes in. Boy, I'm getting tired already. What time is it? It's only 9:20 and I'm
it's
tired.
Sunset. Sunset's at 9:24 today.
Wow. Your buddy on his 69th birthday, is named Phil, found a no 24 karat gold necklace, a men's metal detecting in the main beach area in Phillipsburg and St. Martin. He sold it for $4,000. Wow.
He probably was swimming and it fell off.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
With a big wave and stuff.
Yep, the waves. That's why I don't wear anything good when I go on vacation.
Yeah, I wouldn't bring any good jewelry.
I'd
Bring your.
I don't wear my wedding rings or any. I don't think. Did I?
You might have this last time, but usually you don't.
No, not usually. Especially out of the country, I don't.
Or if you're going on a beach, because you can lose it.
Oh, it was a heavy necklace. That is amazing. I bet he was so excited. Did you rent the metal detecting stuff or did you bring it on the plane? Oh my goodness, I love metal detecting. The only thing I found in our backyard is a buried cattle fence and a bunch of nails back here. I think that's about it. That's why water metal detecting is good in rich Caribbean islands. You brought it on the plane. Oh, I'm getting some tips. I didn't know you could bring that stuff on the plane.
Well, you probably have to check it in.
I guess, you know what? I have seen people bring like skis. You check it in though. Awesome.
I'm sure they take a second look at that thing.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Oh my goodness, that is so fun. I would love to do that. And I love like the magnet fishing too. Squirrels magnet fishing does a lot of that, and John finds some cool stuff too. He finds a lot of money, and he'll find rings sometimes. Just interesting things. And I think he lives towards like the Pennsylvania area, so it's like really old
battlefields and stuff.
Yeah. Gosh, I would love that.
In the campground, Fort Custer, they only let you. It used to be part of a World War I Army base.
Let's see, Aruba, Grand Cayman. Sorry, honey. Barbados. Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Barbados. Checked baggage, sand scoop, and a headphone. Nice. Interesting. I'd like to go to Barbados just because I have a lot of like family history there. And I'd like to just see what's still there. I don't know if there's a lot of history still there or not. I don't know, but it'd be interesting to find out. A rich American tourist goes swimming and lose their expensive Rolex watches in the jewelry. I'm sure it happens. I'm sure it does happen. That's funny because when I travel, like it's just paparazzi jewelry, like the $5 stuff or less. I don't bring anything. Maybe a Fitbit if I'm lucky. I don't even think I brought my Fitbit with me. I think my Fitbit is probably the most expensive thing that other than my wedding ring, I guess. That is so cool. I bet your friend was like super excited. Was it really far down or was it kind of right on the top? Or in the water?
Did he spot it or he found it
Yeah.
with a detector?
That is interesting. Do tell us more about that.
Well, I seen a guy at the beach with a big like a bucket, and he was sifting through the
Yeah.
sand. He was just digging up.
Where was that at?
That was in Pensacola, Florida.
Oh, yeah.
He was just digging it up and seeing what he got.
For years, it was illegal to metal detect in Cuba, now fully allowed. Can you imagine years and years of lost jewelry on those beaches, just waiting? Oh my goodness. See, here is like that too, but we don't have like when you go up north, it's not like a rich area or anything.
Wow,
There's
they won't let you metal detect.
they
these
won't let you
beaches.
metal detect on our
Only on certain
beaches.
spots, which is there's nothing there. So why bother?
You could probably go like north of the lighthouse, and nobody's gonna see you do nothing up there.
We'll see you carrying a metal detector.
I don't think anybody's gonna say anything. Book your next flight to Cuba now. Oh my
I
goodness.
don't think the U.S. flies to Cuba.
We don't go to Cuba?
I don't think so. I think we still have an embargo against them.
Oh,
You'd have to go to Canada and then go.
okay.
But then you have to.
So we can't go to Cuba.
You probably need a visa to get in there from Cuba.
Well, I know when my cousin is a missionary, and I know sometimes to go certain places, she has to go to a different country and then go to the country she wants to go to. So when she wants to go to New Guinea, I think she had to go fly into the UK and then go there because for some reason there was something going on where she couldn't fly normally, but sometimes you got to go other places. Hi, Juliet. How are you? Happy Friday to you. How's your night going, Juliet? Thank you for the like. I appreciate that. That sounds so fun. We're talking about metal detecting. Oh, I'm just in envy. I love watching those metal detecting shows on YouTube. It's so cool. I want to get an underwater one too for the kayaks. Because there's got to be stuff in those rivers and those old rivers, the old towns. There has to be stuff in the water. It's your daughter's birthday today. Yay, happy birthday to your daughter. Aw, how old is she? That's exciting. I miss having little kids with birthdays. So cute. Make sure you take lots of pictures. I regret not printing my pictures because my hard drives have crashed. And I've never, like, the last many years, I have not been printing anything. Your grandpa found some good stuff with metal detectors. That is cool. She's 3. Juliet, you're so lucky. So cute. I think back when Anna was 3, she was so cute. We had just moved back to Michigan. Wasn't she cute when she was little? Oh my goodness. She was like just so precious. And she still lives with her mommy at home. It's so funny because all of our kids, we had 3 girls and they were so different. So different. All 3 of them completely different. One of them is like a loudmouth, or was. Maybe not so much anymore. One of them was like bouncing off the walls. The other daughter is quiet. Oh my goodness. I hope she had a good day. Well, we could probably call it a night and go watch some movies. It's getting pretty dark.
It's sunset now.
It's sunsetting here in Michigan. It's
Dark.
9:30 p.m.
So it'll be dark in about half hour.
I don't really want to walk up in the dark tonight just because it gets really dark. And I've got the dog somewhere.
Right here.
Well, Juliet, you might be gone by the time I close out, but if you're listening, I hope you're having a good night, and I hope your daughter's having an awesome birthday. And Canshaw, I can't say that word either. Canslaw. I hope you're having a good night, and thanks for sharing your stories about metal detecting. That is so cool, and David's from our area, which is neat. And I hope everyone, you're both sick. Oh no! You're sick on the birthdays. Well, I hope you feel better, Juliet, and I hope you have a nice weekend. Hopefully get some rest. That's not fun to be sick. Enjoy the poison ivy. I'm gonna try not to touch the poison ivy, right? But thanks for sharing your stories. That is so cool. And I hope everyone has a good weekend. Night, everybody.